What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Foothills Fishing. My name's Jake and today I'm at my local lake again, Rollins Lake. Got a little bit of a late start today. It was a bit of a last minute decision to come fishing. So it's about 8 o'clock right now, so that's pretty late launch right now. Anyways, I just pulled up to Rollins and this is my dock right here, and it's about an extra 50 plus feet out of water. They lowered the lake a lot. I mean, that's my boat way down there. That's the end of the dock I usually tie up to. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different today. My game plan was to fish my usual spots. Got a lot of wood laydowns here. I mean, a lot of fallen trees. So I was gonna start off with square bill and banging off that wood, but I'm gonna have to do some searching, I think, today. I mean, this is gonna be like fishing a whole new lake. Never fished it when it was 50 feet lower than it usually is. I know they're probably just getting ready for winter. Lower the lake before it gets overflowed. Anyways, it's gonna be an interesting one today. I also got a special bait tied on. Hopefully that will get the job done. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Other than that, I'll be throwing out the deep diving crankbait. I've got the swim jig head on with the Kitech on the back, about a 4-inch Kitech with 3/8 swim jig head, and I've actually got an underspin on that swim jig this time. Of course, it's still morning. Water is pretty much dead still, so I will definitely be throwing the top water. That's definitely my favorite. I'll be throwing the Jaywalker Bone Color 110. Other than that, guys, let's get to fish and see what I can get today. All right, catch you out there. If you guys see that point right there, it's kind of marking that it came out, and there's a bait ball pretty much almost right underneath me. And I saw that there was fish sitting on the bottom, which means they're probably trying to ambush, come up top. He's a little guy, I mean, pound. But yeah, swim jig head, underspin, got a little Biospawn 4-inch Kitech on the back. Produces. Buddy. Alright, so where there's one, hopefully there's another. You just gotta try to make sure you drag that thing on the bottom. Let it hit bottom and just slowly reel, let it creep. Feel that bottom the whole way, feel it bouncing. And that's when they'll usually just pick it up. A little bit better. little bit better. He's probably only about 1.5 pounds, but still a pretty fish, man. Same thing, dragging that swim jig, or the swim jig head with the underspin, Kitech on the back. And what I'm doing is fishing up in this pocket, because I'm thinking that they're probably trying to push all this bait up in the pocket and feeding them up near shore. Alright, let's get another. Seriously, this has been my fall bait. I mean, geez, they just munch this thing. Another. I don't think he's as big. I haven't seen him yet. About the same size as the last. He's a little thicker. Guys, fish number 3. He's a little bit thicker. Not much, but a little over 1 pound, 1.5 pounds. I'm honestly wondering, I mean, since the lake is seriously 50 feet lower than it was last time I was here, I'm actually thinking that these coves are going to be it, because the water is so far down. Let me get this guy out of the back. What I was saying is that I think this water is so far down that, I mean, they're going to be in these narrow coves, kind of be sucked back, which actually helps them feed, because it's easier for them to corral the fish back into these coves. Alright, so I'm going to stick with this cove a little bit longer, and then probably move on to another cove, see if I can't get anything of actual size today. Alright guys, a little mid-morning update for you. It's about 10:30. I've been out here for maybe 2.5 hours. 3 fish in the boat so far. It's been a decent start, you know, I can't complain. Couple fish in a couple hours. I'm gonna hit these laydowns right here. I'm not sure if you guys see those very well. But yeah, I'm gonna hit those laydowns. May throw a crankbait in there. I don't know, maybe I'll try to bounce off those trees, and then it turns into a cove back here. So I'm gonna be fishing that. I'd really like to get at least, you know, 2 more fish at minimum, try to get a limit. I would really like to get that big bite, but Rollins Lake really doesn't produce the biggies that much. Hopefully if I get a 3-pounder, I'll be happy. So yeah, let me get back at it, guys. Still on, maybe running at me. Just a little guy coming straight at me. They're at the top of the mouth. Real easy. Another little guy. I mean, at least I'm catching fish. It's definitely not getting size. Only thing that's catching are these underblades, man. Swim jigs. I mean, I've tried square bills, deep diving cranks, tubes. Did top water for a little in the morning. Deep, yeah. I even did my umbrella rig, which was my special bait today, but I just couldn't get them. Yep, pretty little fish. Again, back in these coves. I mean, it's the only place I'm finding them. See, there's 3 monsters right there. 4. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're all schooling, looking to eat. There we go. Finally. I watched him grab it at the very end there. Alright, fish. Ooh, you're pretty. Wow. Come here. Still fighting. Woo! I knew he was close to barely hooked. Oh! Possibly open your mouth, dude. So I saw him bust up on the bank over there. It's a pretty spot. And I knew if I threw that swim bait in there, they'll be riled up. This guy picked it up. Decent little fish. Probably my last fish of the day. Off to the depths he goes. Alright guys, I burned this spot up. I'm going to go back to where I first caught, that first cove where I caught a couple. Let's get it. Alright guys, I got about 20 minutes left to fish. I'm going to throw this topwater around a bit. It is about 1:15, so I'm pretty positive it's not going to work, but I would like to change things up a bit. If it doesn't, I'll switch on back over to the swim bait. I'm not going to hit on top water. Turning to leave. This little guy just swooped it up. I don't know if you guys see that on the fish finder. There's 4 more with it. Alright, another little guy. Let's go get another. They're hanging out a little bit deeper than they were before in this cove. Alright, what's going on guys? I'm back home now. Today was actually a lot of fun. I got to the lake and obviously it was a big surprise to see that it was about 50 feet down. Maybe not that much, but it was pretty close. But when I realized that, I decided I needed to kind of abandon my original game plan and change things up. It was actually it was really fun doing that actually, because I fish that lake so much that I kind of get in a rhythm. I kind of get stuck in my normal areas where I fish. That lake mainly has a ton of laydowns, a lot of fallen trees, and that's mainly what I focus on. But it was really cool because the lake got real shallow. It made me abandon that, and I decided to go and try to hit the coves, do what was working good for me at Bullard's Bar. So it actually panned out pretty good for me. All my fish came on that one bait. It was the swim jig head, 3/8 ounce with an underspin on it, and I had the Kitech Biospawn on the back. I'll link all those baits and the jig head down below for you. And what you wanted to do was just throw that thing almost on shore. I actually did a couple times, and you just slowly bring it back into the water because those fish were ambushing all the bait fish, pushing them right up on shore. You could actually see them flopping out of the water and pushing the bait up. So once you did that, you just make sure you stay in contact with the bottom. All the fish real shallow today, so you just slowly bring that thing on back. Other than that, I did throw, of course, drop shot. I tried to stay away from finesse fishing today because I feel like I've been eating so much of it. I did do the deep dive and crank. I did find some lay down trees. I did throw the square bill, bouncing them off that. I was not getting bites on that. I also threw out a little special bait today, the A-rig, but I did not get hit on that. So that was kind of a bummer. I really wanted to fish that a bit. I did throw topwater today on one of those coves where I saw bait being pushed up and they're eating so shallow. I threw that topwater bait, the Walker, J Walker 110 in the bone color, and I did get one blow up on that. Too bad he didn't get a good hold on it. There was about a 3-4 pounder back there that I really wanted to get. But what I've also noticed that if those fish see you, they will not bite. They get straight lockjaw. So you want to do a very long cast as far as you can get it out there and stay away from the fish. If they see you, it's game over. There's a couple times where I had to push away from the cove and give it about 10-15 minutes, go fish the outskirts of it and come on back. And that did work for me on a couple of them. It was a very strange day also. It's the very end of October, it's almost Halloween, and it's 82 degrees out today. Water temp was 62, 61 when I started, and ended up warming up to about 65 to 67 in some spots. And I did actually have better luck in the cooler areas. So try to find the cooler water, find the coves, and work it slow, work it off the bottom. Alright guys, well I actually had a ton of fun today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that like button, and if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Peace!